Hi everyone. Congrats on finishing the course. Last discussion post. Question one, why is it important to understand the difference in face-saving strategies? Tell us about an encounter. So I believe understanding the differences between Western and Eastern face-saving cultures or strategies is important because the intentions and overall cultural impact is significant. Western cultures tend to save face to uphold their own image, whereas Eastern cultures they save face to uphold the images of like a group or images of other people. Um, so I'm not so sure I've encountered an example that I'm certain was influenced by cultural backgrounds, but I definitely have encountered people saving face both for their own image and for others' image. I feel my most frequent encounters are usually deflecting the blame of something. Um, so I was coached in football to never blame our teammates. We take everything as a whole. So we never blame specific people or when a mistake happens, we take the blame as a team. If somebody misses a tackle, it's at the end of the game, it's as a team, we all need to work on our tackling. Like we all need to be better. Um, and then as far as like saving your own image, I remember a story or an example where my parents were out of town when I was in high school. My parents were out of town and they let me have some friends over to house sit. And as my parents were downstairs with me explaining like the expectations and instructions, one of my friends knocks over a mirror and breaks it. And one of them comes running down, like plugging their ears, like, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. It was him. Um, but just kind of like, I don't know, in the reading, they touch on that kind of like immature approach, like from children, where they just kind of deflect the blame and just don't take it to uphold their own image. But yeah, for question two, where have you encountered multicultural, cross-cultural, or intercultural communities? Some multicultural communities that I've experienced, definitely school settings or workplace settings. Um, we definitely have numerous people that were from different cultural backgrounds. However, there definitely was a dominant culture as well. But I've also had multiple cross-cultural experiences where I've gone on mission trips and I got to experience a different culture. Um, and I mean, despite these experiences, I didn't feel like I had too much of a chance to dive into like intercultural moves or like serious intercultural moves. It was more like me being with my mission trip team, and unfortunately, we didn't really get to like build relationships with the people whose culture we were experiencing. I wish we did that a little bit more, but moving forward after this course, I've definitely grown this new appreciation for intercultural communications and bonding interculturally. I've had a lot of friends that are from different cultures, and I feel like even though I've like been over to their house and experienced some of their culture, it's mainly been one-sided. They've kind of had to come and meet me on my side. They had to cross that taboo. But moving forward, I really want to make sure that at the very least, meet them in the middle. Because after this class, I just have this appreciation for how intercultural communication can evolve relationships. So, yeah. And then lastly, for question three, what has been important to you in this course? I would say my favorite topic was nonverbal communication. Um, I feel like this is the main way I communicate cross-culturally, since I do know a little bit of Spanish, but I would in no way consider myself bilingual. Um, on top of that, it's very interesting that um, even though nonverbal communication, I used to consider it silent communication. However, after this course, I've definitely learned that nonverbal communication speaks louder volumes than some verbal communication does. Um, that and then also the way that nonverbal communication differs across or amongst different cultures. I think that's very interesting. Um, so yeah, I also just want to extend a huge thanks to all of you guys, my classmates, watching your guys' discussion posts, reading your guys' comments on my own posts has definitely helped me expand my knowledge in this course. I've probably missed a couple topics within our chapters that we've read, and read or listening to your guys' posts has definitely like helped me get a recap and be like, oh, I missed that. That was actually really important. So huge thanks to you guys, and yeah, congrats on finishing the course, everyone.